Good evening, people. Suspicious rash. A strange rash has appeared on your skin after you ventured into the ship's transport tunnel. Most likely another trophy you have claimed from an unpleasant place. Okay, so I want to see this. Wardship management, no. We're going to the bridge and we're talking to the Kyurgen, or Kyurgen, to see if we can actually do anything with it. We're doing a bit of companion quest and then we're doing a bit of exploration. That is the plan for today, for a couple of hours. And we'll see where we end off when the day is done. I have those weird fucking spasms in my arm. Okay. That's the Kyurgen if I'm wrong.
Your ladyship.
I need treatment. I have developed a rash of some sort down on the lower decks.
Furious takes one look at your hand and immediately produces a syringe from the folds of his robe.
Ordinary vestibular scarabeias, or void leprosy, in common terms. Still in the early stages. One injection will suffice.
Do you have a cure for yet? Thank you.
He shrugs indifferently.
A straightforward case.
So you have a cure, yet the disease continues to roam free aboard my ship.
Void leprosy is born where sanitary cannons are spurned. Rid the ship of grime and serfs who propagate it if you wish for the disease not to return.
Okay. Now on to other matters.
What would you like to...
That will be all. Talk to Argent.
Lord Captain, your presence is welcome. And I wish to apologize for my prior coldness. After our first meeting, I was concerned that he would turn out to be another faithless offshoot of the von Valancius dynasty, like the traitor Conrad. But now I see before me a worthy leader and servant of the Imperium. I am glad to accompany you in your endeavors.
Yes. I would like to discuss Salis Prime and the relic that you want to find.
Of course. My mission is all I can think about.
Remind me on what is our mission?
To find the way to the planet called Salis Prime. Saint Argenta is my patroness, and that is where her fallen ship is. And it must also be the resting place of her great relic, the One Star.
Tell me about Saint Argenta's, whose relic you're searching for.
Gladly. Listen. Long ago, there was a blessed world. Thousands of stars covered the sky there, so bright that its denizens hardly knew the darkness of night. Thousands of rivers nurtured the soil. Thousands of gardens bloomed every spring, and at every moment, thousands of prayers were flying into the clear air, thanking and praising the Emperor. But one day, the people learned the meaning of darkness. Like a storm, accursed heretics who had sold themselves to the archenemy descended upon the planet. Shells flew from the sky that desolated whole cities and burned the gardens and filled the riverbeds with the blood of the faithful. Smoke and soot swallowed the skies and the 1,000 stars that had once shone over the world.
Okay, let's see. Is the stream working correctly? It seems to be working. Okay, just double checking because why? Okay.
Among the handful of survivors was one orphan who had watched all her family die, and the garden she'd grown up in burned to ash. But in her heart, she knew the absolute truth. Just these 3 words. The Emperor protects. And knowing that, she never looked away from the black, terrifying, smoke-covered sky. There were no more bright stars to be seen, except for one. The one star. The bright star. The silver star shone in the sky. And when the orphan smiled at it, the one star fell right into her hands. All the faithful in every corner of the continent who saw the trail of the falling star recognized it as an omen and went looking for the place where it landed. And they rallied together. And with the light of the one star, they found their salvation.
The girl from the story, that was Saint Argenta.
Yes, that was the beginning of her hagiography. It is known that she lived on a world where heretics staged a terrible insurrection. They wiped out all life on the planet, except those whom Saint Argenta managed to save with the one star, and with the strength of her faith. After that, she traveled between worlds, gripped by turmoil on her ship marked with a silver star, and brought hope to the faithful. Numerous accounts confirm this. Her coming helped people turn the tide of the war and wipe away corruption before the Imperium's main forces even arrived.
Ship with a silver star. Okay.
Millions of people owed their lives to her. But the heretics, having realized their imminent defeat, sent the remnants of their forces after the ship with the silver star. It fell from the skies onto an obscure world. There are no definitive records of how old Argenta was at the time. In some chronicles, she's even called the Child Saint, but their credibility is questionable. Either way, she didn't live long, but she left a bright trail in her wake, like a falling star.
So what is this one star?
If I only knew. Neither the hagiography nor the legends give a straight answer. Classical iconographers believed that the star turned into a banner woven from silver thread, which, when brought onto the battlefield, would shed light that blinded only heretics, but did no harm to the faithful. Most of them portrayed Saint Argenta as a girl carrying this banner. Others think that upon falling from the sky, the one star became a holy chainsword, which Argenta later used to strike down monsters and enemies of the Imperium. In some of the earlier engravings, Argenta is depicted wearing power armor with a silver star on her chest. One theological theory suggests that this armor was, in fact, the relic. Some even think that the one star is actually the ship on which Argenta traveled. I feel that my undertaking will be fulfilled when I find the answer that has eluded the Ecclesiarchy for millennia. I pray we find the way to Salus Prime soon. The ruinous powers must be aligned against us. They stand in the way of faith. One day we will reach Salus Prime and stand before the gates of Saint Argenta's ship. I know it. I believe.
Thank you for the conversation. Let's talk more next time.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
I heard rumors that you are not getting along well with the crew.
Panic flashes in her ruby red eyes, and your heart starts beating a little faster while your hands go cold.
Not here. I'm begging you. Aren't noblemen supposed to discuss such things away from the servants?
Let us go to my study. No one will disturb us there.
Then lead the way, and I will answer all of your questions.
What is it you wanted to talk about, Lord Captain? I have nothing to say to your unfounded accusations about my conflicts with the crew. I cannot recall my having a single quarrel with any of your people during my entire time aboard.
The message that you rebuked butchered his own family and then killed himself.
I haven't rebuked a single errand boy on this ship.
Cassia ponders this for a moment.
Ah, I think I remember. A kind young man with a shy smile and skillful fingers with too much rotten ochre on his shoulders. I grew tired of the disgusting color and advised him to lighten his burden by casting the weight off his shoulders. He did not come the next day. Or ever again.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
1. During the warp voyage you gave the wrong orders, which led to the vessel shifting off course and the service bay being destroyed. I saw something in the warp. Something, vast. Predatory. Shimmering with indescribable colors. It came from nowhere and stared at the ship with hundreds of hungry eyes, right there in our path. I decided to change the course while it was still possible but did not want to sow panic. Would it have been better to tell the crew we were heading straight into a monster's gaping maw?
No, not really. Makes
1.
sense.
The officers are reluctant to be quartered next to your chambers because of the constant emotional outbursts it causes them. I already told you I cannot control my abilities. What else do you want from me? Will I be assigned a pariah chaperone? Or will you put me in suppressing shackles?
Would you mind telling me why you needed hundreds of species of bird and what you used them for?
Admittedly, I am at a loss myself. The day we arrived on Footfall I sent a request to the ship's quartermaster and asked him to get me a songbird. But he never asked for clarification, and shortly before we left I had a countless number of cages delivered to me, all wrapped in bright red panic with flickering tints of fear. There was a bird in every one. I was so excited, I thought I would have 100 friends instead of just one. They were squeaking so piteously I let the poor things out. I even fed them my breakfast and dinner, but the stupid birds would not stop chittering even after bedtime. They were dashing about the room, smacking me in the face with their wings, and defecating. I became angry, and suddenly they started pecking at each other's eyes and attacking me. Then I became afraid, and they fell over dead. I do not think I want to keep pets anymore. Will you share your thoughts with me?
Our crew has a good reason to fear you. You are truly a monster. From now on, I forbid you to leave your chambers. You have a kind soul, but you have difficulty reaching out to people. I like to teach you the art of communication, if you like. You have done terrible things, but I would not presume to lecture a person of noble blood. Woes dog your step, but we will find a way to defeat them, I promise. You have a kind soul with difficulty reaching out.
That would be wonderful. My education on Urakvi was cut short, but I had realized by then that the wisdom of books is a poor substitute for the wisdom of experience. Very well. Since we are done with this misunderstanding, I would like to change the subject. It would only be fair for me to ask you a few questions now, wouldn't it?
Cassia hesitates and continues in a less confident tone.
Do not mistake me, I am not going to accuse you of anything. It's just that, you are the most worthy interlocutor on the entire ship. And you are always so busy.
What would you like to ask?
I read a treatise by Paisius Demabius very recently, who claimed that subjects would never believe their new ruler was better than the old one unless the old one had been a tyrant. No matter the circumstances, the low-born rabble become deluded about their prospects and rebel in favor of their base desires. What do you make of that?
The old ruler.
One lore, Imperium succeeded. Your interpretation of this classical text is not entirely correct. If the subjects have grown accustomed to the ruling house, all the sovereign must do is refrain from breaching long-standing traditions. Adjust unwanted laws as gradually as you would shift the bed of a flooded river, and no one will ever take your power from you.
Okay.
2. Commerce succeeded. On the contrary, the loyalty of subjects can be bought at a pittance. Lower a tax, throw them a festival, or feed the needy. A gracious gesture once every cycle will exalt you in the eyes of the rabble as if it were his own blessing.
Oh, it always has been my opinion that the subject expect two things from sovereign: to abuse power and bless their babies. Succeed them both and bore. Honestly, we're going Imperium.
Cassia thinks for a moment and then smiles.
Indeed. I was not wrong about your merits, or your ability to hold a conversation. I hope my second question does not confound you either. According to the 20 tomes penned by the preacher Stefan the Forgotten, mercy and cruelty go through the world hand in hand, but people flock only to one pen of the scales. Would you rather inspire fear in your followers, or be magnanimous and choose awe?
One must be a tyrant, a friend, a jester, the one who's to one's subject. What matter is that to clearly discern which role is required in a given moment.
There is so much power in your words, power that makes me want to join you. I understand now why your subjects are eager to follow you. I admit I was afraid we were too different. And yet, you helped me realize that I can be candid with you.
Please continue.
I must confess that sometimes I can hardly bear the burden the house has placed upon me. I feel I am not doing my best. Tell me how you, heir to a protectorate, can bear the responsibility for billions of lives day after day and not stoop under all the weight?
It's not always easy, but I try to lead the dynasty toward prosperity by worthy means. It's my duty whether I like it or not. The inner turmoil is clouding your mind. My protectorate, my subjects, my title are mere resources that I'm using solely for my own ends. Yep.
Thank you for your patience, Octavia the Fire Axe. You are helping me to see the world in different colors, a novel experience for me. Our conversations hold a special place in my heart. Allow me to bid you farewell for now. I am heading back to my chambers to consider today's conversation.
No reward is discovered. Okay. I don't know what that is, though, honestly. Don't have the rash anymore. That's good. We don't have a rash anymore. That's good. What the fuck does that sound like? Okay. We wanted to talk to... Guess a sourback.
The reflections of the bridge lights are playing on the unlit vid screens of the cogitator. Next to the machine stands a hunched tech priest, who bows as you approach, his body nearly folding in half.
Lord Captain. The machine spirit of this mechanism slumbers. Should you wish to awaken it, use the key of your blood.
I'm just going to leave it be for a bit. Jay is somewhere here. There's Jay.
Allow me to thank you again for helping me with the cargo, Sherin. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily, and I'll hear more about their scheming yet. Let's strike a deal, Sherin. I will watch your back, if you do me a favor and watch mine. Well, enough jokes. Is there something you wanted?
Was there some business you wish to discuss?
Oh, Sherin, I did manage to spark your interest. Allow me to invite you to a more private place. My words are meant for your ears alone.
For the Emperor, yes.
The flickering light of dozens of candles plays across Jay's face, making her small smile appear even more mysterious.
Shireen. The Exalted One himself brought us together the day you crossed Viladame's threshold. He led us to the cargo and gave his blessing for its return. Do you know what people on my world say when such a thing happens? What's gained is to be shared with your neighbor.
Hello, by the way, Roshi. Yeah, it's for the Emperor. Or, Mordaka, or... for the greater good, depends on which faction you're talking about.
She points at the containers in front of her. One contains a polished tile-dry rifle, a rare model, and the other holds an ornate sword.
I am sharing what I've gained with you. Please accept these humble gifts in honor of our wildly successful, though suddenly struck, friendship.
A truly wonderful guest. I accept it with gratitude.
I knew you would appreciate the Xenos' mastery of their craft.
Jay beams at you, curling a lock of black hair around an augmented finger. After a brief pause, she awkwardly continues.
So, the matter I wanted to discuss with you is related to my business. You know that I sell Xeno artifacts to interested Imperial subjects, and Imperial trinkets to Xenos. Business is going well, my network runs even without my participation. But when it comes to expansion, well, that is where I hit a wall.
It goes good. We have been streaming for roughly 20 minutes, and we have just done quests and stuff like that. So a lot of talking and just gaining XP by interacting with people. Plan was to do a bit of like follower quest or stuff like that, and then we're hitting up space to do a bit of plundering overall.
Rivals, envious of my success.
Jay throws up her hands.
Falco especially. I am certain the theft of the cargo was his doing. But I can never predict what that Ashmag will do next. And while the Imperium's authority may be fragmented in the expanse, it could crack down on people of my profession at any moment.
Go on.
If the rogue trader put in a good word for me with the servants of the Adeptus Administratum, I could become an official trade representative of the Imperium. Just imagine it, a little scrap of paper will offer me and my agents protection against Ashmag schemes, far better than any refractor field. And even the Inquisition will have to think twice before they mess with me, because I'll be a representative of the law in my own right. And the best part of all is that this will cost you precisely nothing, Shireen. All you have to do is stop by the Administratum Palace and obtain a certificate from the Master of Seals. My informants tell me that the palace is located on Dargonis, your capital world. You see how everything has aligned so wonderfully. And, of course, I will repay you in kind.
May it be filled with Daka. That's actually one of the only enemies that isn't in this game. From the Warhammer 40k. There is Gene Stealers, there is Necrons, there's Pirates, there's Eldari, there's Drukhari. There's all demons from every single one of the Chaos Gods. Lesser and greater. But there's no orcs. There's no orcs. As far as I know. How do I benefit from gaining official status?
Besides being in receipt of my eternal gratitude, Shireen.
Jay playfully raises a brow.
Won't it be beneficial to have someone in your retinue with the weight of authority behind them, rather than just another pawn? One slip of paper and I will be able to extend my network to systems far beyond footfall. My agents will be your eyes and ears throughout the expanse.
That sounds simple enough. I will help you.
Exalted One bless you, Shireen. I couldn't find a better business partner in all the expanse.
Jay ponders for a moment, and then graces you with a dazzling smile.
Friendship is a gift from the Exalted One, and we must cherish it. And you will have no complaints about our friendship, Shireen. I may not be a trade representative of the Imperium just yet, but I can still help you with whatever you need. You must have some faction in mind that you would like to establish relations with? The Severe Drusians. The hot-headed pirates of the Kasbalika? You merely need to use the right words, like a key for a lock, and people will open their hearts to you. Or their wallets. I will arrange everything, you merely have to ask.
Fellowship of the Void. Fellowship of the Void.
I'm trying to think of which one actually has the most interesting things for us. And genuinely, it's either Adeptus Mechanicus or Fellowship of the Void. Drusian might be interesting as well. Caspalican, Smugglers, Drusian, Priests, Adeptus Mechanicus, Priests, but for machines, and Pirates of the Expanse. Just pirates, so they have a lot of stuff that is really cool as well. You know what? we're going to go with... We're going with the Fellowship of the Void.
Not a problem, Shireen. I will have my people put in a good word for you in the right circles. I will humbly wait until you steer your vessel toward Dargonis. The Mercatum Tabula official, it sounds almost as majestic as the warrant of trade.
We are doing this over and over again. It just comes down to we're doing this because a lot of quest gets locked out when we enter into a new act of the game, if that makes sense. So we want to do as many of these as possible, because I really didn't, like, I did a majority of them in the first playthrough, but I didn't do enough of them in the first playthrough, in my opinion. For example, I don't think we ever found Agatha's home planet, if that makes sense. Or we had never found Salis Prime. But now, we are going plundering.
A familiar voice.
1100. That's not enough for anything there. Okay. The plan is to just go at it slowly and try to gain up a bit more money and stuff like that. So
Another watch aboard the void ship has come to an end. The Lord Captain, having given her final orders for the day, retired to her chambers for some divine rest. However, the rogue trader's slumber was disturbed by horrific nightmares plaguing her mind. Fate wrenched the Lord Captain out of the clutches of these agonizing warp dreams, only for her to witness the nightmares seeping through the flimsy membrane of the Geller field and taking physical shape in the ship's sanctum sanctorum.
hey, are we getting... I think this is us getting jumped in our own room.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread. The battleground beckons.
Brace yourself!
Minds exist only to be broken into sensation!
We're going to do this, and then we're going to light you on fire.
Brink of agony!
I can't stand it. I'll do what it takes. Emperor, protect me!
Vile delights beckon you!
Protect me! Quick!
I can
Quick!
handle this.
Okay.
This way! I'll do what it takes.
Shadows start to bleed.
Of an orbital strike. At your beck and call.
Okay.
Sweet depravity! Embrace excess! Spurn monotony!
Ouch. Okay, how are we doing this? We can do that. That's going to apply another debuff on you. What is that? Thrill of Death. Whenever the rogue and it dies, gain +1. Heretical gain +1 all the characteristics until the end of combat. Whenever the rogue trader's flagship destroys a void ship in the space combat, recovers 5% max. Okay. Ouch.
What happened?
Things in ecstasy.
Even I won't do that. Thanks.
I don't think that's
Your
gonna.
efforts are noted.
Actually dodged it. Okay, great.
Emperor, protect me.
Just a minor setback.
What the?
Quick, quick!
Minds exist only to be broken.
Yeah, I'm going to die.
Pain soothes
stand
my
it.
soul. Don't
This
touch
way.
me.
I'll revert to more conservative tactics.
Want to use that.
Victory is imminent. It will be done.
I am unsatisfied.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll
Chaos.
do it.
A feeling of terror grips your heart. Shadows start to bleed.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Schemes within schemes within schemes. A wicked thought.
Emperor, protect me.
Pain cleanses the body.
Emperor, protect me.
Lost in our ranks.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's utter bullshit.
Quick, quick! I can't stand it.
Time to prove my mettle.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. My vow is
Surfaces around are covered with mucus.
against you.
Use that. What do we have here?
At your beck and call.
Discharges of the motive force fill the air.
I will do my
Gloomy premonition clouds the mind.
Indeed.
Then we temporary health up.
Rejoice in battle! I'll do it. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Insects begin crawling under your skin.
Agatha is still really OP.
The air temperature drops a few degrees. Surfaces around are covered with mucus.
Doubt is for the weak. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Accept it! Embrace it!
Look out.
This way!
Explore to Stone 1 route. Forward.
A gust of otherworldly wind brings the smell of rot.
Execution.
I'll do it.
Discharges of the motive force fill the air.
Okay. Full of bolter shells.
What lies beyond?
That was not great at all. That was not great at all. Let's go back. But it's the one thing that all these events actually gives is loot, and the loot is the thing I want. Because if we gain loot, we can add it to cargo and get more rep. And that is one of the main things we want to keep doing. Because the more of it we get, the better it is.
A call for help has pierced the tranquility of an uneventful warp flight. Something sinister is afoot on one of the storage decks. 2 squads have already been sent to investigate, and both of them have gone missing. Alas, the only way to learn of their fate is a personal visit by the rogue trader and her retinue.
I think we're going to make Yay a functional character. Like, put all points in her and stuff like that. To actually make use out of her. Instead of Cassia.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Showing up uninvited. How improper.
Put an extra scan on you. And then you know what?
The undesired soul. Comprehend.
It will be done. I'm not interested. Victory is imminent.
Got parried. Okay.
At your beck and call.
Eat a shotgun shot to the head instead then.
My Emperor! As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. This is why I was chosen.
Okay. $20, 26, 9.
As honor ordains.
And you dodged it. Of course you did.
I shall not faint.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Targets do not stop burning and no longer takes test. Additionally, if the ally every melee attack the ally inflicts burn damage while itself are suffering from half burn damage now. I wanna see. It needs to be applied on a burning person. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, that's not good.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Okay. And they healed the foe.
What? A predictable downfall.
Let's see.
Okay.
Indeed.
How come you parry so much?
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
That's a lot of shots.
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay.
The shadows will see it done. Death is a blessing.
What does that actually do? The creature deals 2% more damage for each stack of... Okay. Okay. Okay.
As honor ordains.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Um...
Running binary override.
Okay. I don't want people coming from the back. That's the main thing I don't really want them to do. Ouch.
Pain and beauty go hand in hand.
Skis.
+8 in all stats, okay.
I took care of this one.
Okay, yes.
Brace yourself, Avalon. It will be done.
I like the shotgun pistol.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Who even taught you to fight like this?
I don't like the fact that they're ganging up on...
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Don't bang up on poor Pascal.
This is unacceptable. Eradicated.
I need to find a better way to apply fire on targets. Maybe I should make a character that actually is just fire-based.
Is a prayer.
Increase damage by 28, 25, almost 30% now. Yeah, that's not OP at all. $24. You have parried every single one of my shots, huh?
I cannot serve you in this way. As the tenets demand.
My ears are ringing.
A wicked thought.
If I may, do not dare ask.
Hit chance. Yeah.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Oh, we have one back here as well. Did not pay attention.
Request approved. Martyrdom is the reward.
What is?
Just a minor setback. I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Victory is yours.
Okay, that's one shot.
I will not. I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deed is
I shall not fail. As honor ordains. Come, the other side awaits. Trust me, killing brings me no pleasure.
Okay. Okay, so I think we have come to some kind of conclusion here.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Let the bodies pile!
Okay.
Fate claims another one.
Okay, so we have 1D, 1, 2, 3.
In the name of House Orselion, I shall prevail.
As the tenants demand. Trust me. Come, the other side awaits. The shadows will see it done. I shall not. Death is a blessing.
Okay.
That is foolishness. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
What is that buff Avalon has? 16 stacks of. Warrior gain 1+ stack of epicenter until warrior gains +1 temporary wound cannot exceed 7. Okay.
Why is the ring?
That is a lot of corpses. Oh my, okay, we actually have violent. And we have a level up, boys. We have a level up.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Okay, Carvel. Until end of command, all damage dealt to enemies by damage over time is increased by 100% after the other modifiers. This effect stacks and can be inflicted by more than one. Okay, so we literally just have ultimates, I think, around. Yep. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Peace in my wake.
We haven't actually explored a single planet yet, and we're almost an hour in. And we were going to explore planets today. I'm hoping we actually. I am actively not. I really have no clue on a certain amount. Okay. Always adding cargo. Always in cargo and always in cargo. Add cargo. Xenotech. Okay, we like that. Stumbled upon the plundering remnants of an ancient imperial vessel. Okay. Can't say no to that. Yeah. Oh, I know this one. I know this one.
They will see. Oh yes, they...
Such a peaceful scene. The likes of which I haven't seen in a long time. No bright flashes, no riot of colors. Just pure white canvas.
Two skeletons are lying in strange positions, as if one was either carrying or hugging the other and did not let go even in death. Their gear is badly damaged and decayed.
Awareness check.
There are three things worthy of note: fragments of some sort of devices that both skeletons carried on their belts, some shiny trinkets in the remains of the carried skeleton's bag, and an old portable cogitator in the other's bag.
Character trait data for the cogitator.
The cogitator has been exposed to the elements for decades or even centuries. It is a small miracle that you are able to extract a fragment of a Vox recording, apparently the last communications. Scout 1, we're rich. Chaos take me. Rich. Look out, fly, for crying out loud, spit it out. What have you found? Scout 1, rich. Screw footfall. The expanse can go to the orcs. We're outta here. Calixis, here we come. Look out, yeah, because with our record, Calixis is definitely the place to go. What? Scout 1, I want a house on some planet. A mansion. With a lion statue at the entrance. It'll have a servitor with one job: dusting my lion statue. Look out, fly, you idiot, you're still on a dangerous planet. Quit sending me your hollering. Get back here or just tell me what you've found already. Look out, fly. Look out, fly. You coming? Look out, I'm coming for you, dumbass. If you're not responding just to mess with me, you're dead meat.
Examine the broken device.
The pieces of broken tech suggest that this was a rudimentary radar jammer, an item commonly utilized by pirates in the Coronus Expanse.
Examine the trinkets.
The trinkets are clearly of Xeno's origin. They are miscellaneous, time-worn items that have no particular value. One can assume that they are petty trophies looted from several corpses.
Patience! Oh, my nerves are frayed.
An expected result.
Although the rites of the bloodspun web seem radical to me, I am glad to have such a fervent and devout warrior of the Emperor at our side.
The skeleton in decayed tech priest robes is missing its right leg. Judging by what remains of the bones, the leg was hacked off. It seems the person was still alive when it happened, and they reached this spot by crawling rather than walking.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
It is impossible to determine to whom these bones belonged just by looking.
Do you dare to look me in the eyes itself before me?
Start battle. Can't use.
Running binary override. Request approved. Running binary. I venerate you, machine spirits.
You don't frighten me! Faith shields me! Shattered foes in my wake. Schemes within schemes. Your sacrifices.
Ouch.
Inspiring.
I bring mercy and retribution. Trust me. As honor
Come on.
ordains. Caught by the web.
Okay, we're eating off it slowly but surely. Oh, for fuck's sake.
A tactically sound approach. It will be done.
If this is my death, may my blood be a worthy sacrifice.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Okay, it's not going well, that's for sure.
Flesh betrays me.
A wicked thought. A maelstrom of madness! Let's see.
Okay.
Another color has faded. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
Hmm.
Huh. What if...
20 plus 20.
If I may. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Okay. Everlord.
My vow is to serve. We function as
Heal up.
schemes within schemes?
Okay, hit that, please.
Let's see. A predictable downfall.
Okay, that's another one. You are not moving anywhere.
Step by step,
Maybe one step here.
I lead. Oh, a wicked thought. From every loss, twisted wonders emerge.
Oh, she's down now as well. $47. Vanguard. Start from next turn until the end of combat. The warrior cannot use charge.
Will
Okay.
rule the stars themselves.
We just
I
need
will
to
do
kill
my duty.
this. Come on.
It will be done.
Really?
One fewer target.
Running binary override.
Yeah, that's interesting. Ouch.
Another scar to my collection.
Yep.
You are marked for demise. Genius triumphs.
Just a minor setback. Victory is imminent.
We only have one. Yep.
It will be done.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Running binary significant value.
That's another one down. Okay.
Oh, a genius at work. Schemes within schemes within schemes.
Okay. Up down.
At your
Up
beck and
that.
call.
My vow is to serve.
Okay.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Death's hand reaches for me. A wicked thought. Let's see. Another one is shattered. Not yet. Not yet.
Ouch.
It will be done.
Really don't want to work in a good way, huh?
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Request approved.
Seriously?
I will do
Seriously?
my duty.
My knowledge has its limits. My vow is to serve.
I guess this is going to be an absolutely horrible fight for me.
You're at a tactical disadvantage.
Yet again,
Reduced to dust.
Abelard is the only one left. Only one left.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. The healing is much appreciated. I've suffered worse. My place is at the fore. At your beck and call. That's not the Seneschal's job. Field medicine at its finest. Follow my lead.
Nice would be
It
if
will be
you
done.
actually didn't get hit once.
Someone else can do this. Ah, careful now. At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. Indeed. I will do my duty. An exemplary strike.
Hey,
At your beck and call. It will be done. You a target.
that was a rough one.
What a shameful failure.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Flesh is weak,
Unlocked.
yet iron knows no pain.
Oh, what lies beyond?
Is part of the trial. Error. Making adjustments. Reading
Intact
damage
components
log.
are scattered amidst the turret wreckage. Perhaps they could be useful.
Xenotech.
Martyrdom is the reward.
The turret is seriously damaged.
Failure.
Nothing of value can be gained from it now. Intact components are scattered amidst the turret wreckage. Perhaps they could be useful. The turret is seriously damaged. Nothing of value can be gained from it now.
The madness.
Intact components are scattered amidst the turret wreckage. Perhaps they could be useful.
Operation successful.
The turret is seriously damaged.
Okay,
Nothing of value can be gained from it now.
let's examine this now then.
This unsettling structure adorned in strange masks vaguely resembles the antenna of a powerful transmitter. At its base you see a cogitator and a few other devices. It seems that some part of the structure is buried underground.
Investigate the entire structure.
You identify a number of elements of the structure. The long-range antenna of a design standard for Imperial colonies, the cogitator, the Isle-Dry beacon, and half a dozen other devices of varied origin. They all have one thing in common. This tech is designed to transmit basic signals to neighboring space, the most common being requests for assistance and ship distress codes.
So, someone loaded this miserable place with transmitters from various races, in the hope that someone would land here and run into their welcoming committee? Clever. I saw similar tactics used in my years in the Navy. True, in a war zone, you are usually on high alert, you don't just hair off after a lone distress signal. But in an isolated place like this, you expect the most likely scenario, just a ship that had to make an emergency landing. It looks like plenty fell for it.
Yep.
But who would set such an indiscriminate trap? One intended to lure in Ildari and humans and anyone else? Who is an enemy to everyone and everything?
Logic. Force access. to the cogitator.
You manage to penetrate the cogitator's defenses. Its function is rather simple. The program is designed to activate the transmitter once every 5 years and send out a ship distress signal into space.
Turn off the transmitter permanently.
You destroy the program and disable the transmitter. No one will respond to this sinister signal ever again.
Okay, we're blowing it up.
You set the charges and hope that it will be enough to destroy the entire structure along with the underground part, without hurting you.
Not a charge.
Brace yourself,
They
Avalon.
see. Oh yes, they all will see.
Okay. Now we leave.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
How are we actually? Warp lore, resolve, hit signals, bonus to commerce. Gains plus medicine, so grants toughness bonus movement speed after using a medkit. Okay. You need a few more medkits, that's for sure. Throw in a grenade. You also need some medkits. We can add that to cargo. Okay.
Patience. My nerves are frayed.
Let's get out of here. Is there something here we can actually see? No, not really. Objective right now is to just level up my characters to actually I see a lacking in our current group is the fact that we are lacking Xenotech. Imperium, Xeno, Commerce, Logic. Honestly, we're prepping up J. Hedrin to replace Persuasion. Commerce. Coercion is 90 on you. Okay. Take it off. Okay. So we are prepping J. Hedrin to join us in combat. We are going to make use out of that. What kind of gloves are we actually going to put on her? Cape? Grants dodge. 90% dodge. That's actually... What color... We're taking that off. Grants... Going to use that. Because you get so parried so much. This attack deals additional damage against enemies that dealt damage. Have that range and officer type abilities. You know what? We're replacing Kybella, honestly. Let's try replacing Kybella instead of that before anything else. Don't really have any good items to equip you in that. Single shot pistols, yeah, sure. At the start of the wearer's turn, they gain 20% dodge until next. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Vanguard, Master Tech. I like Master Tactician more than I like Grand Strategist. I don't know why. It feels like you have more use out of a Master Tactician. But yeah, that's me. Okay. No, we're not putting J. Fuck it. Master Tactician. Next. Next. Inspire. Against all odds. Has 7 more. So, she is now ready. And we're heading off to the next system. And yeah, time really flies by. That's one thing, that's for sure. Oh yeah. Repair? Yes. Okay, we didn't get any more routes. Wonder what this system has to give us. Glass steel. Okay. Over here. A lot of stems, huh? A lot of stems.
Do you know how many times this world has been traded back and forth between the Von Valancius and Winterscale dynasties? A senseless waste of thrones, if you ask me.
What do we have here? It's a void ship.
An unknown ship hails you as soon as you are in its detection range. The ship, the Scarlet Pursuer helmed by Captain Demir Shani, has Footfall listed as its home port. The message hints transparently at a connection with the Casballer Commission. The Vox Master adds that the captain has a proposal for you.
Listen to the proposal.
The ship lets you know they will readily reward you for any information about burning worlds in the Coronus Expanse.
Should we share? Ask why you're looking for burning worlds.
The reply is as courteous as it is vague. The captain cites a scholarly curiosity in this understudied type of world. Upon hearing the message, Magus Pasquale expresses a keen interest in burning worlds and asks the Lord Captain to take the issue into consideration. J. Haydari immediately declares that Captain Shani would never dash about the void out of scholarly curiosity, but only for a suitably high return. In that case, perhaps the Lord Captain, too, might want to look into these burning worlds. Seneschal Viserion makes no comment regarding the Casbolica message, but is amazed that, for once, the esteemed Magus and Mistress Haydari are in passionate agreement on something.
Let them know you have current no information on the worlds, but you are willing to sell any you may obtain in the future.
You receive the Scarlet Pursuer's projected itinerary, information on systems in which you can find it later. The captain looks forward to meeting you again, and acquiring information on burning worlds, should you possess it.
Okay. That is that system finished as well. That was...
A warp breach. This time, trouble came straight to the bridge. Malodorous mist teeming with swaying nightmarish figures has rolled through the ventilation shafts into the command center. The officers are suffocating from this wave of corruption. There's no time to deliberate. To battle.
Yep. We're still running with the same crew. I like the setup we have. With the current crew we have.
Another annoyance.
Okay, we start with... Okay.
As the tenants demand.
Really? What an incompetence!
I shall not fail.
Surfaces around are covered with mucus.
Trust me. The shadows will see it done.
I'm a navigator.
Light sources grow painfully bright.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
There is only death. Yours or mine.
Schemes within schemes.
Okay. That was an interesting combo. And I need more fire grenades. That's what I'm getting from this.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. I'll do it.
Okay, that's cleared.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Victory is imminent.
You parried it. Okay, that's annoying.
At your beck and call.
No, not. Let's not do that. That feels like a stupid idea.
A wicked thought.
And that missed, of course.
Moving out.
Follow my lead.
Bridge over there.
My faith strengthens me.
I'm enraged.
A gust of cold wind ruffles your hair.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing. As honor ordains.
Ice crystals appear in the air.
Opposition.
Nice.
As the tenets. As honor ordains.
Hey, let's give her an extra turn and
I shall not fail.
do that.
Trust me.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Weapon at the ready. Break their morale.
Indeed.
Okay.
At your beck and call. I'd rather not.
Let's do that. And then 40. Light you on fire. Nice.
Stay vigilant. Follow my lead.
Aim for the heart next time.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
The gloomy premonition clouds the mind.
Help me, Lord Captain.
There is death whispers my
Light sources grow painfully bright.
Though I
You need to heal up a bit, yeah.
my pain, thou hast ordained that I shall
As
live.
duty demands. Do not dare ask.
That's a bit annoying.
Me? I see you gasping in crimson.
Just outside the range, huh?
I'm afraid not. If only that were possible.
Follow my lead.
Guided by faith. Doubt is for the weak.
That's bullshit. That's high level bullshit.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I will do my duty.
An otherworldly screech pierces your ears.
Victory is imminent.
Through the smoke and gunfire. I must not falter.
Flesh is weak, yet iron knows no pain. Request approved. Damage is...
Ouch.
If this is my death, may my blood be a worthy sacrifice.
Take up defenses for the body of the fallen units.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
Okay, just unleash. That's...
As the Emperor
Fuck you.
I refuse. Each strike is a prayer.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. Do not dare ask. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Weapon at the ready.
Don't run.
nothing. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
A tactically sound approach. Just a minor setback.
Flames! Another one.
Running might have significant value.
Oh my god. Why was that so challenging? We're going to add those to cargo. Add to cargo.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Is there anything more? Oh, over here. What? Oh, over here. Honestly, that was a lot rougher than I expected. A lot rougher than I expected, honestly. But yeah. Can't really say anything more than that.
The cogitator screen highlights the shapes of several buildings. This small settlement, the only one on the planet, is a Winterscale Dynasty outpost.
Another party to raid outpost.
Seneschal Viserion privately informs you that such escapades are not uncommon among rogue traders. The settlements that belong to rival dynasties are often considered fair game. Your soldiers and officers take to the task quickly, efficiently, and seemingly not without pleasure. The shuttles return loaded with loot, leaving behind the smoking remains of the settlement.
Okay. Glass steel, okay.
I would often watch the prison population on a small planetoid from Urakbi's observatory. Looking at this celestial body now, I am beginning to think that all such entities are alike.
The crew were treated to a truly impressive sight, a colossal storm on the gas giant's surface. The planet's dimensions in themselves were mind-boggling, and then it birthed a tempest, the storm to end all storms. As the Lord Captain and her officers observed it from a safe distance through the bridge's huge viewing windows, someone suggested giving it a name, and the Emperor's wrath garnered the most votes. Some in the crew believed the storm to be an omen.
We can only hope it's an omen of great things to come. Okay, another system explored. Nothing too fancy, nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah.
The warp jump went surprisingly smoothly. None of the deck officers on duty reported any incidents. However, a strange discovery awaited the Lord Captain when she returned to her quarters. The bed was unmade, and the impression of a head was still visible on the pillow. There were no other signs of intrusion. The guards swore under oath that nobody had entered Lord Captain's quarters.
The Materiums released us from its grip this time. Plan is to have a quick way in between major areas, pretty much.
I am detecting traces of magmatic rock extraction. Judging by the methods of sacred geometry used for cutting open the formations, this is the work of my explorator brethren.
This cold, windy planet is covered by a raging sea of mustard-grey grass so tall it reaches an average human's waist. The monotony of the endless steppe is occasionally broken by chains of murky green lakes, but the Augur crew spots a far more interesting anomaly, a scar, running several dozen kilometers deep, splitting the world's equator in two. After 2 exploration watches, the crew intercepts a faint signal coming from one of the labor settlements in the deep chasm. Due to the unstable connection, the foreman mistakes your vessel for a winter-scale ship. One was due to arrive 9 cycles ago. The foreman grimly reports over the weak channel that the adamantine ore deposits on the world are nearly depleted and that the planet will be fully mined out in less than a decade. With some difficulty, he picks up enough words to understand that the ship in orbit belongs to another rogue trader house, then awkwardly apologizes and falls silent.
At some point, the connection cuts off completely and you leave the foreman and his prospector to wait their real masters. Okay. The thing we got was a needle gun. Give me the sorting mod. Needle gun, additional hits. It's not great, honestly, for what we have. Add to cargo, add to cargo. Let's make use of the flamer and go at it that way. And I am tempted to actually see what I can do with it. Pascal, you need a new axe, yes. That plasma pistol is better than the one I have. Lower range though. But it's better than what I have overall. Can we actually fit some accessories on you in a good way? You already have Immaterians. Okay. You don't have a cape. Grants 12 dodge reduction to wearer's melee. Okay, that's actually fairly good. All allies in a 2-cell radius around gain 40% bonus to resolve when unyielding beacon. Just increase the amount of movement speed on you. And we're sticking with the tech use as well. Reload. Whenever where it hits an enemy with dead shot, it reduces and applies one exploit. Stacks up to 3 times. Okay.
You sight a ship hovering over a void station. The vessel bears no identifying mark. The ship does not pursue you but stays behind to keep a close watch over the plundered station.
Okay, that was the thing we were going to do. We were going to equip... You can go into cargo. Long range, you can go into cargo. For prow, you can go into cargo. You're the one we wanted. That means you can go into add to cargo. Add to cargo. For plasma, add to cargo. Okay, we are ready to actually...
Upon noticing the rogue trader's ship again, the pirates turn their vessel toward it. The augurs sound the alarm. The pirate vessel's cannons are loaded and ready for battle. Noticing the enemy's intentions in time, you approach first and begin your attack.
Okay, nice. Really nice, really nice. Been going at it for 2 hours now. Okay.
This inky abyss will witness our victory. Initiate macro cannon barrage. Lance!
We're going to send torpedoes that way.
A devastating payload. Commence the symphony of macro cannons.
Okay. We have 4 ships against us. We have 2 ships against us.
Changing course, disengage. Let's live to fight another day.
Okay.
Three.
Come on. Okay. We're going to start with moving here.
Initiate macro cannon barrage. Avoid master, if you please. Oh, engage the lance. You commence the symphony of macro cannons. Sail upon the seas of void.
And we pop that there.
Oh, Lord
And that is...
Changing course, disengage. Let's live to fight another day.
Well, I don't think so.
Set course.
Okay, nice. I'm still taking a really bad beating from it.
Madness conquers the void.
This is Risa Plasma. Hectorum. Risa Plasma. Battery, right? Yeah, it's a plasma battery. 21 damage, 3 shots. That is an upgrade. That is an upgrade for us. So we're absolutely going to take that. Like that. Add to cargo. Repair. Yes. We have scanned it. Okay, yeah. We need more XP, that's for sure. A lot more XP.
In this tapestry of a world,
See? Right there.
I am the rogue threat.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Range visor. That's Eldari equipment.
One step at a time, amidst the madness. Oh, glorious spectacle of your demise.
Activate calculated fury algorithm. My vow is to serve. The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
A dance of blades and shadows. As the tenets demand. Trust me. As honor ordains.
Too bad we couldn't get a kill.
Die, scum. You will be washing in blood.
Remy the...
Let's get to it.
Ulas the Slasher. Okay.
Hold on.
Cutter. Do we have any more named characters?
If I may.
Already 14% there. Okay. 14% increased damage.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay.
You will be washing in blood.
A reward.
I will not die in dishonor.
Let's get to it. Hold on.
Maggot.
You'll be washing in blood.
Follow my lead. Indeed. It will be done. I will do my duty.
I like your weapon, gonna take it for myself.
I like your weapon, gonna take it for myself, okay?
Let's get to it.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. It's why I was
What is this? Blind grenade, yep.
As the Emperor commands, I act. You, my Emperor!
45 damage increase.
Running by narrative.
That's 2 taken out.
An offering of blood. The shadows will one foe or 100. I will kill them all. Killing brings me no pleasure.
How much damage increase do you have currently? 4, 8 damage increase. You have that on you though. Gunner.
The undying Emperor whispers his will.
This was really OP in the beginning. Death Worlds has actually lost a bit of its pizzazz, so to say.
By the web. Let your soul be purged.
But it's still doing a lot of damage.
I would that I could. This goes against the tenets. Trust me. As the tenets demand a tribute to the undying Emperor.
Yeah. Oh my god. I don't know how many you have murdered, but there's a lot of them murdered right now because of you. You have 7 stacks of that.
Let's get to it.
You're done.
Here we go.
They both succeeded tests.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
A genius at work.
We have two options. Can we actually catch... No, we can't actually catch anyone off guard there. So the best option is just take care of this guy.
Let's see.
14 burn stacks. He has 14 health.
Thought.
And then you just add that on
A
top of it.
genius at work.
Yeah, that should be enough to take care of him.
Another one is shattered.
Let's get to it.
Die, scum.
It will be done. Reduced to dust.
Die, scum.
Let's get to it.
Killed the psycho.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Ouch.
Eradicated. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
How did you manage that?
The scriptural provoking function successfully terminated.
A broken blade has no use.
Oh. You still have 7 stacks of it, yeah. Let the absolute murder begin.
Trust me. Death is a blessing. Come, the other side awaits. The shadows will see.
Okay.
Death is a blessing. I shall not come. I cannot. The other side awaits. Death is a blessing.
How many stacks do you actually have? That's my question. You now have 40 damage increase. Okay. Yeah, that's starting to become something.
I like your weapon, gonna take it for myself.
I've suffered worse.
Like my weapon?
I'm not accustomed
Thanks for
to being
clearing,
ordered
so I can
around.
just burn you.
Behold my artistry!
That is foolishness.
Okay.
Oh, a wicked thought. Let's see. Predictable downfall.
Okay, yep. This character can deal some damage, that's for sure as well.
You're done.
Out of my way. Let's make it quick.
Oh, strike me again. See what happens.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
You have 2 health.
Administration is a holy task.
Heal yourself. Great.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Initiating bioreformation protocol.
Injuries will not slow me.
What is that debuff? Bloodstain? Okay.
I am your blade and shield.
66 damage.
As honor ordains, my blade whispers your name. As the tenets demand. As honor ordains.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Schemes! Fate claims another one.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I don't really care about him. I'm more worried about him. But he's immune to fire, it seems. Okay, so
Another one is shattered.
High momentum.
makes it so
My place is at the fore. At your beck and call. No matter the cost. It will be done. Victory is imminent.
okay. I guess we're going to beat him up a bit then.
Indeed. At your beck and call.
Oh, we got a lot of bolt pistols. Gunslinger helmet. Grant the wearer range attack plus 2 damage. Info. Oh. We will look at it with you then? Yeah, we're doing a collect all there. Ooh, we got ourselves a Dracari blade and some heavy armor. That's nice. Up here, just axes. What do we have here? Nullifying shotgun. 12 to 13, no armor penetration. Okay.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Okay, let's have a look around if we can find any hidden stuff now then.
The stars are my canvas,
Okay.
and anarchy is my brush.
Grants 1 more HP and... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. What do we want on you, though? Perception. Fellowship, toughness, strength. Strength it is. And what do we want on you? Ballistic. You, we want intelligence on. You, fellowship. And you. Dodge. Equal to half. It is. Athletics is based on strength. Okay. Complete.
Patience. Oh, my nerves are frayed.
Oh. Goods. No more that I can see. It feels like there should be some hidden stuff here, but it doesn't seem like it.
What lies beyond?
This was the one we looted. Anything here? No.
Another notch.
Guess we're leaving then. That was a fair bit of stuff cleaned up, that's for sure. And it seems we've actually gotten ourselves this. Grants 16% damage increased on ranged. That's not bad. Combine that with Argenti actually stacking up fairly high overall with that. When the wielder attacks with any ranged weapon, one cell inflict bleed. I need more melee relics. I need more melee relics. Okay, we have more action points right now. Because we hit level 20, we got more action points. That is a really good thing. That means we might actually be able to do some of the combos. Warp travel?
When the Lord Captain arrived on the bridge during the warp jump, she found the on-duty officers in a state of utter confusion. They claimed they had been receiving orders from the bridge for several minutes, orders authorized by the rogue trader.
Nameless star. Projection of warp. Begin the scan. Ancient bunker. Begin the scan. Glass steel. What do we have here? A lot of interesting things.
The sight before you has excited the officer corps, who are delighted to witness the truly majestic end of this planet through the huge windows on the bridge, one of many nameless worlds throughout the expanse. An unknown reason caused the planet to break into several uneven parts, but its strong magnetic field is still preventing them from drifting into the cold abyss of space. The planet's hard inner core has remained almost untouched as thousands of explosions taking place under its shell of hard metals light up the world's heart from the inside. The Augur crew detects several ruined extractiums on the broken planet's surface. Their analysis shows somebody used to mine adamantine here but abandoned the deposit after the catastrophe. Most of the machines are damaged beyond repair, but the tech adepts claim one of the complexes can be restored if the rogue trader has the required parts and equipment.
Why technician would scrap to repair the extractium?
A few dozen time bells later, the Lord Captain is informed that the repair crew is suffering from unrelenting headaches, most likely caused by the oppressive magnetic field of this world. However, the machines have been successfully repaired, and the extraction of adamantine may continue if the Lord Captain wishes.
Restart
Of course, the mine needs to be staffed with a squad of working servitors and a maintenance brigade doomed to endure the endless pain caused by the magnetic storms.
Restart the extractium.
You leave a part of the crew to extract adamantine for the von Valencius Protectorate. Those fortunate to escape such a fate fervently pray for the lives of their friends and family, hoping to find them in good health should they be reunited someday.
Okay. We scanned this planet as well, right? Nope.
When the rogue trader's ship draws near the unidentified celestial body, the machine spirits on every deck, from the captain's bridge to the cargo holds, become frantic. The engines are refusing to cooperate, sending the void ship hurtling toward the epicenter of the anomaly like an arrow toward a target. You awake after unsettled sleep to find yourself lying on a stiff cardboard mat. You are overcome with a strange sense of wrongness. The place is dark and reeks of body odor. Someone elbows you under the ribs and grabs you by the collar, spitting abuse. It is an enforcer patrolling the void ship. And she is clearly displeased.
Punch the woman in the face and run away.
You wrestle out of the enforcer's grip with ease, punch the woman in the nose, turn around, and flee into the darkness of unknown passageways. After taking yet another turn, you look over your shoulder to see if you are being pursued, and you notice a sign on the bulkhead, Bay Theta 54. The lower decks.
Rob a guard post and contact Vigdis using a stolen Vox. Scrub the deck.
You have been studying the enforcers for several cycles now, observing shift changes, trips to the mess, games of regicide, and the aftermath of boozing sessions. On the fourth day, during a shift change, you sneak into their small room and find a Vox caster that someone left behind. Upon hearing your voice, the Vox Master gives praise to the Emperor of Humanity. Vigdis explains that you were trapped in an anomaly that made people on the ship inexplicably trade places. A rescue squad was dispatched at once to search for the Lord Captain, but you beat them to it and contacted Vigdis yourself. You had to wait several more ship cycles for the escort squad to make its way from the uppermost decks down to the very bottom. Informed about a high-ranking guest in their midst, the overseers of Bay Theta 54 tried to brighten your stay with passable food, a soft bed, and even warm water, a privilege not accorded to locals. Eventually, you see the familiar faces of escort officers who have come to retrieve you.
Teach the lesson to the enforcers on the lower decks.
Showing disrespect to the Lord Captain is an unforgivable oversight, even if she appears in rags before her servants. You give the order, and a dozen servo skulls scatter across the compartments of the lower decks, carrying out your punitive verdict. And while you make your ascent to the void ship's bridge, several hundred enforcers are driven into an empty compartment, equipped only with a mechanical thousand-headed gallows. One turn of the switch, and they all receive the punishment they deserve. The Vox Master gives praise to the Emperor of Humanity as you make your entrance on the Captain's bridge. Vigdis explains that you were trapped in an anomaly that made the people on the ship inexplicably trade places. A rescue squad was immediately dispatched to search for the rogue trader, but finding you took quite a bit of time. All's well that ends well. The Lord Captain is at the helm again, continuing her journey through the Coronus Expanse. Long live Octavia the Fire Axe von Valancius.
Okay. We are picking up Jay Hedrin in the squad now on a more regular basis. Why? I feel like Jay can be a lot more use. Okay.
It looks like the bunker still has a working generator.
Locked.
The massive door is dotted with small chips, scratches, and bullet marks. There is no sign of any hinges, levers, or anything resembling a lock. There is a dusty panel built into the wall to the right. As you approach, the cracked screen starts to flicker faintly. The machine spirits are angered by your intrusion and activate the defense systems.
Ouch.
The previously sleeping lumens above the door blossom with amber lights.
Too bad I'm still standing.
My faith shields me.
Why did I fail that tech?
Before you is an ancient, but wholly typical console, intended for use by people not trained in the mysteries of ministering. Pasquale offers the cogitator a reverent bow, chanting the binary aria of launch priming.
The spirit of this machine embodies resilience and indomitability. In this den of decay and entropy, still does it reign over this place.
Request status of the bunker's life support systems.
Water supply system, failed. Reason, unknown. Temperature and humidity control system, failed. Reason, unknown. Energy regulation system, unknown error. Warning. Backup generator connected. Oxygen supply system, failed. Warning. Air filters damaged. Warning, defense systems failure. Error, insufficient power.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Locked.
The massive door greets you with impenetrable silence.
You know what? We'll just
After picking out what you think are the most vulnerable spots, you affix the explosives and push the trigger.
Pain and duty.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit.
The massive door greets you with impenetrable silence. You cut the door open, trying your best to avoid the defense mechanisms. After 10 long minutes, the obstacle yields, but you have inhaled your fill of poisonous vapors.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Why is it now? I fail everything horrible when it comes to the rolls. I'm not touching that today. It's just an unlucky day. We are actually going to yeah, we're probably just going to warp travel here.
The warp jump passed without incident for everyone except the crew members on bridge duty. For the duration of the voyage, they heard laughter. It seemed to come from outside, through the airtight seal of the ship's massive windows. A catastrophe in the Omnisara's hallowed halls. One of the few magi assigned by the machine cult to serve on the von Valancius ship has lost his mind. Singing distorted binary liturgies, the heretic has broken the sacred code rhythms and turned the ship's machines against the rest of the crew. The superstitious voidsmen are paralyzed.
Okay. Another fight. I don't know what it is with what we have. It's just it's an uphill battle many times, it feels like.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Oh, it's this one.
What an amusing attempt at defiance!
Agatha. J.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols. Explorers know one route. Forward. Request denied. Request. I venerate you, machine spirit.
Okay.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
War is my muse.
Oh, that's bullshit.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. This is why I was chosen.
I fucked up.
It will be done. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Integrity factor increased. My vow is to serve. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
I've suffered worse.
Aren't you supposed to be able to parry Abelard?
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Trust me. Let your soul be purged. I shall not fail. My blade whispers your name. As the tenets demand. As honor ordains.
Pain cleanses the body. A genius at work. A wicked thought. From the ashes, I will rise. Administration is a holy task. Guided by faith.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Why doesn't it apply bleed at all?
Justice for the weak.
Don't understand that.
Am I getting paid for this?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Tell me, and it is done. I can do that, with the right incentive. You've got a problem, I've got a price.
At your beck and call. Indeed.
Okay. That is a lot better.
At your beck and call. I will do my duty.
As the tactical imperative dictates. Flesh is weak.
Okay.
Injuries will not slow me.
Running binary override.
Oh, a predictable downfall.
The shadows will see it done. As honor ordered.
When a 2 is a crit, that makes me sad.
A maelstrom of madness!
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Rejoice in battle! As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yeah. That's a bit depressing, no question about it.
Is a holy task.
I am doing more damage. I am doing more damage with
Watch my back.
damage over time effects than I am with anything else.
Am I getting paid for this? I can do that, with the right incentive.
As the tenants demand. Trust me.
Hey.
Victory is imminent. It will be done. At your beck and call. Someone else can do this.
Okay. 100 health still left on that sucker. 5 damage.
Request approved.
Come on. Actually getting hit back. Getting hit back. I think it's better off just using this. I take it back, that's...
As honor ordains. The shadows will see it done. As the tenets demand.
The tech freeze has 69 health.
Oh, the intricacies of mortality are fair.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Injuries will not
It's...
slow me.
Don't get too cocky. Never cross a Kazbalikan. I can do that with the right incentive. Don't get too cocky.
Indeed. I'd rather not.
Killed a few more.
At your beck and call. That's not the Seneschal's job.
I shall not.
Okay, that's one.
As honor ordains.
What? Huh? No! Schemes within schemes.
Okay. Ouch.
Hey, now's not the time to lie around.
Did it? Did... Ah!
Doubt is for the weak. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. As the Emperor commands, For you, my Emperor! Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh! Sake.
Victory is imminent.
I guess it's going to be a fucking solo adventure of
It will be done.
Abelard again.
For von Valentius. I will do my duty. Reduced to dust. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Indeed. Victory is imminent. A tactically sound approach. At your beck and call.
Character and stun can attack. Okay, yeah.
The shadows will see it done. Let your soul be purged.
As the Emperor commands.
Yep.
I will not.
Oh, I can't actually even reload.
Am I getting paid for this?
At this point, I don't know, Jay. I just know that I hate fighting against... I just know that I hate fighting against servitors.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. This is why I was chosen.
Well, I almost has 100% more damage, so that's something.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize. Don't get too cocky. I can do that with the right incentive.
It will be done. I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Field medicine at its finest.
Trust me.
Fuck's sake, we're taking turns hitting this guy, and it's just like, he is not going down.
My ears are ringing.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Okay.
without deed.
How come every time I crit I do damage, otherwise I don't do damage to you? Why is it like that?
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Don't get too cocky.
And you parried it. And you fucking parried it.
As the tenant come, the other
Oh,
side
for
away.
fuck's sake.
Tell me, and it is done. Jai Haidari. Remember the name. Am I getting paid for this?
At your beck and call. It will be done.
No, fucking misclicked.
I'm not interested.
Death comes in silence. As on days, I shall not fail.
Oh, this is going to be a
The
long one,
shadows
isn't
will
it?
see it done.
How much? They have 105 armor.
Guided by faith. Doubt is for the weak. For you, my Emperor. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without... As the Emperor... Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. This is why I was chosen.
Okay, we're doing 10 damage with the heavy bolter.
I know what I'm doing, usually. I want a medal for that one. You've got a problem? I've got a prize.
At your beck and call.
Trust me.
Oh my god, this is so
As
painful.
on our old days. Caught by the web.
Faith without deed is worthless. I'll do it.
He's just applying one burning on him. It's just... It is so
As the Emperor commands,
disheartening.
I refuse.
And that doesn't stack above 100%, okay?
Don't get too cocky.
11 damage.
Tell me, and it is done.
Okay, and we pump up your damage. And we hit you.
Victory is imminent. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Am I getting paid for this?
Probably not.
It will be done. Just a minor setback. Indeed.
Okay, so no damage. 0 to 1 damage. Just plainly no damage. Okay, so I need to find something that's good against the armored target. I need something to deal with armored targets.
As the tenants demand. The shadows will see it done. I'll do it. A waste of blood.
That is not the Emperor's will. I will not. Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak.
The undone.
You did absolutely no damage to him. Single shot then? 3 damage.
Don't get too cocky.
I will do my duty. Follow my lead.
I hold all the cards.
Low momentum.
It will be done.
Okay.
Victory is imminent. One fewer target. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. It will be done.
How much? 35 armor penetration. I feel like the bolter actually has a fair bit of armor penetration as well. Or am I just 25? You don't have that much armor penetration on these now. It's 15, 25.
I will do my duty. It will be done. Reduced to dust. My place is at the fore.
Yet again, Abelard is the saving grace.
I bring mercy and retribution.
3 damage.
As honor ordains.
Engage your aegis, O Emperor. I'll do it.
It has to be one of the most horrible... Oh, that's bullshit. I clearly saw he was using a bolt pistol. At least give me the bolt pistol after going through that accursed encounter. Oh my god. That has to be the roughest one so far. We don't have anything to deal with the armored targets in that way at all, honestly. We were beating ourselves against the wall this pretty much the whole fight. I do not understand. Okay. 50%. Requires heretical follower. Okay. Hmm. Ten plus Medicaid. We need to get something on you that actually makes it so cannot be dodged or parried. The wearer gains 50% damage to against enemies that dealt damage to them this round. Just a dodge cloak. The wearer and their allies are immune to damage from the wearer's grenades. That could be good. That could be good. I'm at the stage now where I don't really have any good options for my main character, if that makes sense. I'm having too split of thought of what I'm actually going to do with him. I think that has to do with a lot more than anything else. We're doing this system, then we're calling it for today. Another part of that, I'm not going to say no to that. Begin scan. Okay, nothing there. No, the thing I'm kind of thinking of right now is we need some kind of ID with our group we're doing. From Ethium. No, we're not. We are going to save here. We are going to save here and we're going to call it. If you actually like what you saw tonight, thank you very much. If you're actually sticking around until the end, thank you very much. And this is streamed on Twitch, so if you see it on YouTube, feel free to join me. And if you want to see the rest and more of the stupidity that's going to happen here, just all of it is getting uploaded to YouTube. Anyway, good night everyone, and I hope you have a great evening.